Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to study the note, summary and question answers of class 8 English, that is a day in ashram. This all the notes is based on the KSEEB solutions. If we want to follow the question answers, what we need to do, we need to take out from the Google and we will copy. But here I have made a video of that. I hope this is useful for you. Please comment me if you want any more videos. So first is answer the following questions and share your responses with your partner. Question number 1. Who named the school Shanti Niketan? Answer. Maharishi Rabindranath Tagore named the school Shanti Niketan. Question number 2. When does the day in Shanti Niketan begin? Answer. The day begins before dawn when the birds chirp in Almoki groves. Question number 3. What is termed by Gurudeva as the darling of our hearts? Answer. Shantiniketan is termed as the darling of our hearts by Gurudev. Question number 4. Which phrase used in paragraph 1 means both the old and the young people? Answer. The phrase old and young alike means both the old and the young people in paragraph 1. Question number 5. The boys in Shantiniketan get up early in the morning. Who else are early risers? Answer. The birds in Almoki groves are the early risers with the boys in Shantiniketan. Next, work in pairs. Answer the following questions and share your responses with your partner. Question number 1. What kind of work do the boys practice in the afternoon? Answer. The boys in Shantiniketan practice carpentry, spinning, weaving, drafting, painting, music, etc. in the afternoon. They learn these types of hard work. Question number 2. What are Shantiniketan boys famous for? Answer. The Shantiniketan boys are famous for sports and games everywhere. Question number 3. How do the boys spend their evenings before they go to bed? Answer. The boys spend their evenings before they go to bed by telling fairy tales, reciting of short dramas, singing of Gurudeva's songs and gathering of different schools. Question number 4. Read the second paragraph carefully. What is described is the greatness of the teacher, the song of the choristers, the lessons taught in the ashram, the silent meditation of inmates. Answer. The song of the choristers. Read and discuss your responses with your partner and then write. Question number 1. What is the effect of the song of the choristers on the listeners? Answer. When the choristers are singing their morning hymns and they go around the ashrams, one can hear the voices, the beauty of the sound in the silent morning air, and the sense of joy and reverence which it brings gives peace to the soul. Next question. How are classes held in the afternoon in Shantiniketan? Answer. In the afternoon at 2 o'clock, the afternoon classes begin. Handiwork is practiced. The work is chiefly with hands and the mind. The boys practice handicrafts such as carpentry, mechanics, spinning, weaving, drafting, painting, and playing musical instruments. This helps the boys to discover their tastes and talents. Next question. How do the boys spend their evenings in Shantiniketan? Answer. In the evening, the boys return after playing in the field. They meditate for a short time. They take part in cultural activities such as singing songs, reciting and enacting dramas, telling fairy tales and attending school gatherings. How are the classes at Shantiniketan different from classes in other schools? Answer. The classes at Shantiniketan is completely different from the classes of other schools. In Shantiniketan, the teaching is student or child centered. The students sit with their teacher in the open air under the tree. There is no classrooms. The group of 8 to 10 students has one teacher. Very few big books are used. Most part of learning is done through conversation. The students could ask questions and clear their doubts. On the contrary, in other schools, the teaching is teacher oriented. One teacher in the class should teach 50 to 60 students many books and subjects. Her subjects are subjects are compulsory whether the students like or dislike. The answer should be by heart. Handicraft are very less and they were not given much importance. The students do not have freedom. Next question. How does Shantiniketan prepare the boys for life? Answer. The classes in Shantiniketan not only CPC Honest Success Series teaches subjects but also handiworks. Here, the importance is given to all-round development of the students. The teacher-student relationship is cordial, and the teachers find out the students' talent and encourage them to learn that subject. Handicraft is also helpful to build their future and succeed in that particular field. If the students learn their talented subjects, they would definitely gain skills. It is helpful in their future life. Thus, Shantiniketan helps and prepare the students for life. The writer has used the phrase living education to describe the experience in Shantiniketan. Some of the features of education are given below. Classify them into the categories of living education and unimaginative instruction. Discuss in group. Here is the classification. You can check and note down. Then write a paragraph describing your idea of a good school. Answer: a good school. The teachers are pillar for schools. They must be educated, kind, learned, disciplined, and have lot of patience. They must love their profession and children. Magnificent buildings, spacious classroom, and big fields are not as much as important. The way of teaching should encourage the students' creative thinking. Give importance to boost the children's talent. The students should have freeness to ask questions. Handiworks and games and sports should include in their curriculum. The students should also be obedient, disciplined, and love to learn. Next, vocabulary. Observe the use of nearer and nearer in the following example. You can hear the voice in the distance drawing nearer and nearer. Now here, fill in the blanks in the following sentences with the help of clues given in the bracket. When you blow air into the balloon, it becomes bigger and bigger. As the train approaches the station, the sound of its whistle become louder and louder. If you practice harder and harder, you will feel more and more confident to solve the problems. Man has been constructing taller and taller buildings in the cities. As you move away from the tree, it looks smaller and smaller. Next, fill in the blanks using some and other. Example: some prefer carpentry, other prefers mechanical work. You can see shining objects in the sky at night. Some of them are planets, others are stars. There are many fruits in the basket. Some of them are mangoes, others are bananas. After the bell, some boys went to play, others went home. There are few books on the table. Some of them are textbooks, others are not. Some of the apples in the baskets are good, others are bad. Next, fill in the blanks choosing the appropriate word from the words given in the bracket. So last week, see the spellings here. The spellings are different here. One is W-E-E-K week, another one is W-E-A-K week. So these words whose spellings are different but their pronunciations are same, they are called homophones. So the words are here, the homophones. If we pronounce the word, they are same, but their spellings and the meanings both are different. So we need to choose the correct word from these spellings, and we need to write. Last week I went to a shop to buy a pair of trousers. I bought one and returned home. When I tried to wear it, I found that it was rather loose. So I went to the shop in Furry, but the shopkeeper was out. So I had to wait for half an hour. When he returned, I shouted at him, "See how big it is. It fits an elephant." He replied coolly, looking at my pot belly, "Therefore we offered it to you, sir." Next, fill in the blanks using the antonyms of the words underlined. Antonyms means opposite words. So Krishna was a rich king while his friend was a poor man. Mandanika is tall but her brother is short. Radhika is strong but her sister is weak. Silk is soft, iron is hard. I can remember stories but forget lessons. Okay. Then classify the following into prefixes and suffixes. So here are some of the words in this. Here prefix and suffix are sorted out, they are classified. So what is the meaning of prefix and what is the meaning of suffix now? Prefixes are the words which are used before a word to change its meaning. Suffixes are the words which are used after the word to change its meaning. So here are the classification of that. Next, fill in the blanks with the appropriate prefixes chosen from the ones given above. The school reopens on June 1. Manish eats meat, he is a non-vegetarian. Terrorists are antisocial. Bhakra Nangal is a multi-project purpose project. Plastic chairs are inexpensive. Fill in the blanks with appropriate suffix choosing from the ones given above. He was comfortable in his seat on the train. He was acting in a very childish way. She looks at her reflection in the mirror. India has won the championship at Sharjah. The rate of employment in India has been rising steadily. Next task, your teacher will say these words, listen and write them in two different columns. A few examples are given. Here are the examples for that. Next, reading warning signs. So here are the warning signs. Next is grammar. Read the following passage, underline the common noun and uncountable nouns. So if you will read this passage, you can see the countable noun and uncountable noun. Next, fill in the blanks using a, an or the only. So this is the basic things which you used to learn from first standard. Use of a, an or the. Hope you know the difference between that. If you don't know, I will put the link in the description box of the video of a, an and the. You can check from there. So first, Abdul is an excellent football player. As a student, he won many prizes. Now he has joined a multinational company. The company encourages him to play for the state level tournaments. Democracy is the best form of government for all the people who have the right to vote. Even in the emergency, the people do not lose their rights. That is in the form of government. Peter lives in the same locality as I do. His father is an assistant engineer. He loves the music and the sport. His favorite sport is a cricket. Next, look at the following pairs of sentences. Why is the definite article used in some cases but not in others? Discuss with your partner and write reasons. Answer the following questions by filling in the blanks. Again, dash rose is a beautiful flower. A rose. Next, dash rose on your coat is fading. The rose on your coat is fading. Do you have the ticket? The ticket? Here are the tickets. It is an email. I have not yet read the email. So what is the difference between here? The, which is the definite noun, you need to sort out. And if you want the difference between a, an and the, when do we use this, a link is given in the description box, you can check from there. Next, what do you understand after doing these exercises? Answer the following questions. So you have done these exercises. So what do you understand by that? Nouns can be countable or uncountable. Countable nouns can be singular or plural. A, an and the are the articles. A and an are used only with uncountable nouns, and the can be used with only plural form of nouns. The is called the definite article. A and an are called the indefinite articles. Apart from a and the, some of the other determiners are a few, many, several, a pair of, a piece of, a lot of, etc. Another type of determiners are demonstratives, namely this, these, the, that, those. Now frame sentences using the above determiners. There are a few students in the assembly hall. I have many books. Gopi had several paintings. Sindhu purchased a pair of gloves. Ranga tested a piece of sweet. A lot of people attended the fair. This is a fruit. These are fruits. That is a toy. Those are toys. Next, in the writing, choice of words. Task number 1, read the following description. Substitute each with an appropriately descriptive word from the ones given in bracket below. One example is given. He often promises to do things, but half the time he forgets. For forgets, we have to write forgetful. She's always here on time, punctual. I don't think he has done any work since he had been here. Lazy. She finds it difficult to meet people and talk to strangers. Shy. He can work in any department and it does not matter to him if he is on his own or part of a team. Flexible. So this is all about your question answers and textbook activity, all the solved grammar part of lesson number 1, a day in ashram of class 8. As I have told you, if you want the videos of other lessons or other subjects, you suggest me in comment box. Definitely, surely I'm going to put it. And if you want the notes of other classes, you can check the playlist of my channel. Thanks for watching. And if you want the more lessons, subscribe to my channel.